Thank you. Well, for 20 years, the people in Mount Lebanon have opened their gardens to the public to raise money for the Mount Lebanon libraries, the public libraries there. And this year is no different. The self-guided tour features 7 Mount Lebanon gardens. Joining us today to give us a preview is David McKibben and Cynthia Ritchie. How are you guys?
Great.
I see you wearing green. David, where's your green?
Right here.
He carried his green.
Great. Well, welcome. So
Thank
this will be
you.
the 21st year.
Yes,
And you're the library director, you said, as well.
I am.
Okay. So how much money have you guys raised over the years? You would know.
I do.
To benefit the library.
Through 2010, through last year, we raised $340,000 for the library.
Oh my goodness, that is great.
It
And
is
how is
great.
that money used?
That money is used in so many ways. We use it to buy books and audiobooks, electronic databases on health, business, books for children, adults, teens, everybody, and we provide programs too. Everything from story times to programs that bring older adults together.
Okay, great.
And we've also expanded the library. The first few garden tours were used to help expand and renovate the existing library and build our wonderful courtyard and garden behind the library.
That's
and
great.
That's an informal gathering place
Wonderful.
too.
How did this idea come about? How did you go from the drawing board to this?
It was a
And
library.
David, you're going to talk, you know that. You just can't sit there and look pretty, okay?
He's the gardener. He'll talk about the gardens.
All
I
right.
can talk about the library. And
Okay.
it was an activity of the library board in 1990. One of our library board members, former president Barbara Logan, suggested a garden tour because at that time there were very few community garden tours. And we were one of the first. And she knew that Mount Lebanon had wonderful gardens, and David will talk about the topography and why this is important. And we needed to raise money to expand and renovate the library, and that's really how it started. And the board embraced it, the community embraced it, and it's a wonderful community event. We bring in at least 75 volunteers that actually work on the tour, and then there are so many other community benefits. And it enhances the library's role as a community center. You know this isn't your grandmother's library anymore with technology and everything else.
Absolutely.
And as traditional community centers have disappeared, the library has taken on that role. So it's a very important activity for our library, and we're proud that this is its 21st year.
Okay. Well, David, let's talk about those gardens.
Okay.
How are the gardens chosen? Can I just call and say, hey, I live in Mount Lebanon, got a great garden. Can I be on the tour? Are you going to come over and look at my garden and go, maybe not?
Yes, exactly. We do get gardens that way. Some people do call up and say, I have a garden now, I think it would be great, or my husband grows these things, or my wife does these things. So we have a garden selection committee that actually comes and looks at the gardens.
I think we have some pictures too of the gardens.
Okay. We also have,
there you go.
all right.